Sagittarius, welcome. How are you? I am bringing you a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If this is your first time back on the channel since I returned from my little 10-day vacation, not really a vacation, just a refresh, and some shifts have been made to the channel, so I'm going to tell you about those now. The first thing you're going to know is the addition of chapters. All that means is I'm putting timestamps in the description box, and those will show up as breaks on the play bar. So if you hover over the play bar, you should see an intro, an oracle, and a tarot chapter. And that's kind of nice because for those of you who are brand new, welcome, hi. You may just want to skip to the tarot and, check out my style and see if it's something that speaks to you. Otherwise, some of you are not as interested in the astrology, which is what I usually talk about in the introduction. So you can skip ahead to the oracle, and some people choose to have their oracle at the end. So it's a choose your own adventure opportunity, and I hope you enjoy that shift. The other shift you'll notice is an intentional focus on divine feminine energy. Part of what I was doing while I was off the channel for a few days was a deep dive into who are my subscribers, why are you here, what are you looking for, and 90% of those of you watching the readings and who are subscribed are divine feminine, are identifying as divine feminine. So in order to remove a lot of confusion, all the readings will be from the perspective, the point of view of divine feminine. So I'm doing a Sagittarian reading today. Could be a divine feminine Sagittarius, or if you're a feminine, here is a cross watcher. I'm still reading from your point of view. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and the last thing you'll notice is a less is more approach. I'm most comfortable doing deeper dives, readings that are maybe a little bit longer, but take a deeper dive into your connections. And I had gotten away from that for a little while, and it just was so out of alignment. So the longer readings are back, which is why the chapters will help. And so I'm going to do less of them. What that means is you'll see one rotation from Aries through Pisces per month instead of two. They will be more meaningful, deeper readings, as will the extendeds, which will be the perspective of the divine masculine. Doesn't matter what their sign is, okay? So that's how it's going to work. I hope that that speaks to you and that you feel excited by the changes. And so now you're going to see me dive into the oracle. What I've done here for you, Sag, is I have intuitively pulled 3 decks, and I've shuffled and drawn your cards. This just saves a little time. But interesting energies came through. The first card was from Enchanted Map. You got card 39, Protecting Treasure. And I like this because there's 2 messages. You get 2 for 1 here. And I like it because 9 and 3 is 12 and 1 and 2 is 3. So the numerology is even that sort of co-creative approach and collaborative approach. This card here is talking to you, Sag, about nurturing what you hold dear, okay? Treasuring and protecting that with your heart. It's also telling you you are now being protected, that your angel, guardian angels, your ancestors, your spiritual team are all protecting you at this time and seeing you as the treasure. Really beautiful card. So the next card I picked was from Sacred Destiny Oracle, and you got miracles. I mean, the double rainbow, right? So the miracles card is telling you that blessings are flooding in at this moment. That even if that the storm clouds, you can kind of look at this night sky. It's not a night sky. It's the storm passing and the double rainbow appearing. So the storms are passing, you're being protected, and miracles and blessings are flooding into your life right now in whatever area you need them to. So you have to have trust and faith, okay? And the last message I sort of decided to pick from Sacred Traveler. Well, where are we going with these miracles? What's that all about? And then I got the Unknown Territory card, and it says you are exactly where you need to be. So the Unknown Territory card, Sag, is basically saying, I feel on some level there's something going on that has had you feeling less safe. And I don't mean that your life is in any danger, but I'm talking emotionally. And you're being told that storm is passing, and that you may feel uncomfortable. This is all unknown territory to kind of trust when you're in the middle of the chaos and the storm. Where do you see the miracles? Well, this is telling you that you're exactly where you need to be. And I'm going to read a little bit to you from this because I thought there was some really good messages that I didn't want to leave behind. And it says, sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence, or sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this very feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by family, friends, society, and religion. It can be a very good thing. It can help you find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be. So I'm reading that for a reason, because I feel this is all connected. And at least one of you needs this message right now that, yeah, you're feeling kind of unstable. You're in unknown territory. You almost can't see the double rainbow. See, I'm even almost covering it up. You're feeling like you're caught in the eye of the storm. But please know you're protected, and this energy that you're in, this, whether you're just feeling out of touch on your intuition, maybe even. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a situation that's outside of yourself. It can be feeling lost within yourself. I can't, why am I here? What am I doing? What is my purpose? All those moments that feel very much like unknown territory are happening to reveal to you the miracles that are flooding in and how protected you are. So really beautiful messages coming in for you, Sag. All right, moving on to tarot. Are we ready? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That's another little shift for you to make note of. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sagittarius, please, what's going on in their connections? There's some treasure. 10 of Pentacles. So this is the present energy, sort of what you're focused on. This is a card of life partnership, but it's also about all we work so hard to build in our life. Okay, so it is about bounty and abundance and treasure, right? Protecting treasure, but it's also about seeing our legacy, looking down the road at what we're leaving for our children. So it's interesting that comes through. What's crossing you? Two of Pentacles. Something's up in the air, undecided maybe. The Two of Pentacles to me sometimes is an opportunity to weigh realities on the ground, right? If you're really looking for this for your future, you may have to juggle some priorities. You may have to really evaluate in 3D what you're really dealing with before you make a decision one way or the other. Underneath, we have the Ace of Swords. So I do feel on some level, you may be pushing it down, but there's a message trying to come through. And I almost feel like it's part of the Miracles card, because to me, the Ace of Swords is that aha moment. It's that lightning bolt to the brain where you go, oh my gosh, I get it now. I see things clearly now. And it's interesting because it's below. So the card below, it's reflecting what's in your subconscious or your psyche. And sometimes you're unaware that you really do have the answers. That's why I said, listen to the messages. Okay, in the past, 10 of Wands, offloading a heavy burden. I feel like things got pretty exhausting for you here, and it was just time to let something go. Here's what's serving you, what's crowning you right now, Sag, is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups comes through in a couple different ways, so I will wait to clarify, but I just want to say that part of the message of the Eight of Cups for you is about staying on your path, right? This, to me, represents the hermit beginning to ascend the mountain. We've got 8 cups here. That's nice. What's missing? The 2 of Cups. So if it's soulmate connection you're seeking, or if it's the soulmate you're trying to bring back into your sphere, that's part of the message here. So it's very interesting that it's your crowning It's what's crowning you. And then moving forward, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles for your future card is just saying things are unfolding, but it's going to take some time. And it's also telling you to create a plan. Now see, you are normally the Knight of Wands. This is telling you to override that instinct and impulse, to act on impulse, and to be more methodical and intentional and deliberate. So crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, not leaving anything to chance. I'm just going to pull the rest of the cards here. I'm so glad I did that. Sometimes I do it after I clarify. Sometimes I do it before. I'm glad I did. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you got a big change coming up in the future, and it may kind of come out of nowhere. So the Tower doesn't have to be hellfire and damnation. Don't worry about it. But it can often mean, like we've got Uranus retrograde, it can mean that things happen in an unexpected way and changes your course of life. Excuse me, Sag. But because we have protecting treasure, miracles in unknown territory, the messages that came through in the oracle for you, if you watched it, are probably about this situation of instability. So I will say that. And because the energy that surrounds you is the Five of Pentacles, there may be more instability. Here's what Spirit says. It's all part of the plan. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. This is all part of the plan. Miracles are unfolding. This is Jupiter. It's one of your cards, Sag, and it is about things. It's about expansive energy. It's about abundance. It's about blessings. Tickle in my throat, won't let it go. Okay, and so it's interesting though that you have this sense that you're losing something, that there's something you can't access. It could be this connection. Somebody could be walking away from you. You could be walking away from them. That's always possible because I see the I've had it card in the past. But it's interesting that we have the Five of Pentacles. Here's your hopes and or your fears. If this is coming through as a fear, you're probably fearing the separation. You may also feel, as I said earlier, that you're having troubles accessing your intuition. Remember I said that in the oracle. So there could be fear around that. If this is coming through as your hope, it's about hoping that your intuition is right, that you're making the right judgment call based on your intuition instead of suspicion or some other lower vibration. Really interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to pull these over. Let's look at the Ten of Pentacles, since this is the present energy that you're working with, or at least it's what you're focused on, Sag. We do have Pisces and Aries here as well. I'm like, right, protecting treasure and miracles. Something big is coming through. This is abundance. Moving to calmer water. Six of Swords. Getting beyond, right? Getting beyond, moving beyond the turbulence and whatever it is that's been troubling you. There's that Five of Pentacles. Getting beyond it. Right? So if you're feeling out in the cold, you're moving beyond it. If you're feeling unstable, some blessing is coming in for you here. Abundance, miracles. I mean, it could be anything. I know that these are twin flame soulmate relationship readings. I feel like you're getting beyond whatever this instability is. Sometimes the Five of Pentacles is just how you're feeling, meaning you're feeling devalued, you're feeling left behind. You know, it doesn't represent always what's an actual thing. Sometimes it's a thought and a feeling, but you're moving beyond that. I see this Two of Pentacles though, and it almost surprises me because it's almost as if you got one foot in and one foot out. Knight of Wands. As I was saying, so I think you're hoping this person returns. Whoever it is that you either walked away from or they walked away from you. I still don't have a solid read on who left who. That's not the important point. The important point is that on some level, you'd like them to return. And that's kind of in your subconscious. But here we are. Two of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Not sure what's stuck in my throat. And the Six of Pentacles. You're waiting for this person to kind of come into the connection with some measure of equal give and take. Something more generous, being more available. Sometimes the King of Wands is an unavailable lover. And it just seems to me like you're kind of wanting to leave, you're wanting to let this all go, but the other half of you is waiting on their return and using that Two of Pentacles as a timing mechanism. It's been coming through that way a lot lately, where it's kind of like, all right, I'm just biding my time. It's like when you jog and you come to a four-way intersection, you don't just stop. You kind of jog in place, right? As you're waiting for the light to turn. That's what this is feeling like to me. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but at the same time, giving enough time and space for this person to return. But you do want to move beyond whatever this Five of Pentacles is for you. Underneath, we have the Ace of Swords. You see this is a twin flame. You're seeing this you're seeing this in your psyche, at least, maybe in your dream state. This opportunity, right? The Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles have like, this is where it begins and this is how it ends. So it's almost as if you're beginning with the end in mind here. Beginning with the end in mind. Ooh, that's good. I love that. Beginning with the end in mind is how you're coming into the reading, but here in your psyche, in your subconscious, you're seeing this connection for what it truly is. Your heart is opening up. Four of Wands. Said that a moment too soon. Four of Pentacles, but you've got boundaries. Okay, so maybe you're seeing the connection clearly and you're wanting to open your heart. That's kind of how I'm feeling about the Four of Wands. But just as I said that, I flipped the Four of Pentacles, which is about boundaries and kind of guarded energy. And the Nine of Wands underneath means you haven't really given up, but you're exhausted. This situation has been weighing on you in the past. I think you tried to offload it, and now you're having second thoughts. Right? You're leaving the door open. There's an open door. But you're kind of guarded because maybe the situation was very taxing on you in the past, and you've got to create better boundaries if this person chooses to return. Makes sense. That's growth. Ten of Wands in the past. Yeah, Three of Wands, Empress, Eight of Cups. Okay, so I do feel on some level in the past, you definitely had it. It took a lot of effort here. The Three of Wands is a card of manifestation, but it's manifestation by making it happen. So it's actual energy you have to put forward. And here you are, dear feminine, right? Coming in with your heart open and your unconditional love, but knowing your limits. And so on some level, really needing to offload this heavy negative karma, a burden, something that just was weighing you down. And underneath, what is it that you're trying to make happen? Your exit strategy. At the same time, wanting to stay on your path. And that's part of it. Sometimes we have to remove ourselves from a situation in order to further our own spiritual growth. And that's what I'm seeing here. Because you didn't do it with anger. You still did it with love. But enough was enough is what came through. And down here, I think you're seeing, well, maybe it's more of a boundaries issue. Oh my God, Sag, you're killing me today. So what's underneath is the Three of Pentacles. That's about co-creation, cooperation, collaboration, working together to take the connection, to take where it is right now and build upon it and make it better. Eight of Cups, Emperor, and the Strength card. We've got Aries and Leo showing up there. We also have the King of Wands, and we also have the Tower. So we've got Aries and Leo pretty prominent in the reading. That's just confirmation for those of you it speaks to. But what I'm seeing here is your strength is staying on your path. That is your strength. And not being taken off your path by somebody who may, well, first of all, we know this is a strong soul connection. Sometimes, though, the Emperor in reversed energy can be very demanding, very controlling, a little bit of a tyrant, a my way or the highway kind of person. So I almost feel like this is you staying strong, right? Gathering up your strength, your courage, and your confidence to know you can overcome that you can meet this divine masculine where they are and still stay on your path. So I do feel it's almost as if you're calling in, what you're calling in here is cooperation and an effort on this person's part to work with you in a co-creative way, yes. But remember, we have the Six of Pentacles here. It's about equal give and take. And I think that was missing. This message came through very strongly for Scorpio too. So if you are dealing with a Scorpio, you may want to watch that reading because it was all about the Six of Pentacles. So I'm definitely feeling that you're trying to, keep your strength up and here are your boundaries. Right? This connection doesn't happen in a vacuum. I need you to buy in and work with me. And so that I feel like you're willing to walk away if you have to. Just move at the pace that is best for you. Don't act on impulse right now. Take it slow. Devil, Five of Cups, Tower. Well, there's what the Tower's about. So the Tower, to me, it feels like on some level with the Five of Cups, that sort of energy of looking in the rearview mirror. Everything that happened in the past. Something wasn't sustainable. That's why the Tower's coming up under the surface. What wasn't sustainable? Somebody who had their heels dug in. So I'm definitely feeling like you're moving forward slowly because you've got to contend with some serious control issues. That also came through in the extended for Scorpio. Just going to say it. So I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who neither of you can resist the temptation of the other. That's what's coming through. So move carefully so that you can overcome those temptations and resist their control tactics. Use your memories of the past to kind of keep you in line and in check here. And those memories are bringing you back to the thoughts about what was not sustainable, why it was in the past that you had to offload some pretty strong negative karma here. We've got Capricorn showing up as well. So I do feel like this is about you staying on your path and moving forward and overcoming shadow, overcoming temptation, overcoming all the things you know were not sustainable and that were out of balance, Six of Pentacles, and that required better boundaries on your part. Four of Pentacles, right? And now from your vantage point here as you ascend the mountain, you're looking at this divine masculine and you're saying, you're either with me or you're against me. Can't do it without you, but I will if I have to. And then the future as you move forward and you encounter the shadow, if you encounter the temptation, if you encounter the control, whatever it is, you'll be able to look in the rearview mirror and recall that was not a good thing. And here comes Spirit saying everything's unfolding exactly as intended. Have trust and faith. A new day is dawning. I love this for you. Look at the beautiful energy coming through, right? So it is about a little bit of a risk. Yes, you can rely on your intuition. You can trust your intuition. Keep hope alive. Wish granted. So I feel as if you're being guided here very strongly. All major arcana. We've got Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces, and more Aquarius. 2 Aquarian cards, and we are in the run-up to the Aquarian full moon, the second one in a row. kind of blue moon adjacent. So there's a lot of energy around the gifts that you bring to the world, right? So I do feel like whatever it is you're working on, your ascension, your path is very important, and you can't let anybody weigh you down. And look what Spirit's telling you here. This is beautiful. It's really lovely. It's telling you the plan is everything's unfolding in divine time. And a new day will dawn, and you're going to have to take a leap of faith and trust your intuition, that Spirit has your back, that the universe has your back, and the wish will be granted. So very powerful energies coming through from your guides. I love that. I do see miracles here in the star energy. The unknown territory I feel is coming through as the High Priestess here. From your oracle, and protecting treasure is the Wheel of Fortune. And the unknown territory is also the Fool. A little bit of just going to have to throw caution to the wind. 5 of Pentacles. Yes, there's the 5s here for you. The energy surrounding you. It feels heavy. It feels conflicting. Conflicted. You may be conflicted, but I feel like someone's, a pot stirrer. And it's leaving you, like there's conflict here. A lack of sense of stability. You may be feeling devalued. It may be causing friction between you and your divine counterpart. Yeah. Someone's trying to clear the air. This is, going on outside of your conscious awareness, and it may be you. And then there's like this victory card. Both of these are victory cards in a way. The Knight of Swords to me is someone comes to clear the air of all this chaos, conflict, and I'm just feeling a lack of stability. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it came out here in the beginning. We doubled down on the 10 of Pentacles. And what we want to get away from is the lack of stability, because the 10 of Pentacles is buku stability. So you're on the right path here. So stability, whatever that means to you, it can be about your connection. It can be in every aspect of your life, that whatever is weighing you down here, Sag, is what needs to be released, so you could bring in all the abundance and all the miracles that are flooding into your life at this moment. So I am feeling with the Knight of Swords and the Cancerian energy of the Chariot that you're about to speak truth to power here and then get out of Dodge. I do kind of feel that. I do feel like there's something you need to say, because the energy that's surrounding you is so much chaos, conflict, and instability. So I feel it's you. I could be wrong. Situations can always be reversed, and the same can be true if you're here as a cross-watcher. But I feel that that's what's coming in. You see things clearly in your subconscious. You see things clearly, and there's got to be a better way. I've got to have some better rules about, rules of engagement almost. I'm feeling things very much in terms of control. And I feel like you're trying to regain your power center here, and yet being prepared at the same time to move on if you have to. If the mission isn't successful, you will move on. High Priestess in your hopes or fears. Right? You want to be right about this person. You want to be right. So part of your fear is that your intuition will be off about this person offering you their love and coming toward you with their heart on their sleeve and no emotions to hide. The other part of you, so that may be your fear that you're wrong, that your intuition's off. And the flip side of that is you're hoping that your intuition is spot on and that this person will return. And they will. It's all unfolding in divine time. It's part of the plan. You're going to have to trust your intuition, right? Because look, this is the love of your life. I'm just saying, it's all unfolding, but I feel like there's this heavy, the 5's energy and the Tower out twice. There's something here that isn't working for you anymore, Sag. There's something here that isn't working for you. So you have to change the terms of engagement, the way the two of you proceed in the connection, restoring the balance of power, the fairness, the equal give and take and reciprocity. And I feel like what I'm seeing here is someone who is saying, I'm going to give this, I'm going to open, like leave the door open for this person to return or to come toward me. But these are my terms. Line in the sand. And they're either going to work with me and we're going to move forward, or I'm going to go on my merry way. That's what's coming through. Because there's already been a certain amount of a release and you're already poised with this Eight of Cups energy coming in. So I do sort of feel like, didn't I see the Eight of Cups a second time? Or did I imagine that? Yeah, over here, right? You already thought it through in your subconscious in the past. Now it's from the top of the deck. What's crowning you is, you've got options, my friend. Tower. Seven of Swords. Six of, wow. Yes. So remember how I said the Tower isn't always yucky. It's not always about hellfire and damnation and your whole world falling apart. Sometimes it's a big shift. What's the big shift? Right? What's coming down? What's no longer sustainable? Now this is a potential outcome. What will no longer be sustainable is someone who doesn't deal with you on the level. So this can represent, for some of you, it might be lying, cheating, stealing. That's that card. Other times it can be someone who's avoidant or someone who tries to who would rather ask forgiveness than permission. You know those types. Right? I know I shouldn't do a thing. I'm going to do the thing anyway. And if I get caught doing the thing, I'm going to say I'm sorry. You know the type. So I kind of feel like that's what's shifting, because we have reconciliation and the Two of Cups right on the heels of that. So I do feel like you're going to come through this Tower moment. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a big shift. And what's no longer sustainable is what you're going to tell this person is no longer sustainable. And it may rock their world a little bit, but you're going to come through it victoriously. Another victory card with this connection. This Two of Cups is underneath though, so it's almost as if part of your agenda will be to reconcile with your twin, but the terms will be very clear. Your terms will be very clear. Powerful reading, Sag. Crazy good reading. If this is speaking to you, the link is below to the extended, is all about the divine masculine. So I'm going to pull a card to see how they show up in the reading, what's their energy, and then cards for how they see this situation. It'll be interesting to see their point of view, and then maybe how they see you and feel about you in terms of this connection, as well as more messages from Spirit and additional oracle to set you on your way. So if you're interested to see what comes through, the link is below. I'll see you there. Let me tell you who showed up. We have your energy here. We have Divine Feminine, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Aries, a little bit more Leo, Aries, Sag, Capricorn, more Aries, more Sagittarius. You're all over this reading. Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, yeah, and more. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. See you on the other side, or take care. I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now, Sag.